Good evening, I'm Swastika Panda from OdishaTV.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. Nabak final ritual Brahma Parivartan completed this afternoon, several hours behind schedule due to inordinate delay in carving out new idols. Around 37,000 students in Odisha affected due to Supreme Court ruling to scrap All India Pre-Medical Entrance Test following question paper leak. BJP's two-day National ST Morcha begins in Bhubaneswar today. Kamang set to formally join the saffron ranks at function on Thursday. Eyebrows raised over failure of Prashad Harichandan to declare his team even after more than 5 months of taking over as State Congress chief. And waterlogging inside Rourkela Government Hospital due to flawed construction has left patients surrounded by water for past 2 days. Now the details. The Brahma Parivartan of the deities, the final ritual of Nabakalebar, which began yesterday night inside Sri Mandir, got delayed for several hours as the Maharana servitors failed to carve out the new idols of the Chaturdha Murti in time. The ritual, which was scheduled to be over by midnight yesterday, could be completed only this afternoon. According to reports, the Gupta Niti or secret ritual of 4 old deities started at 4:15 am today after servitors got the entire temple premise and its periphery vacated. Puri King Gajapati Maharaj Divya Singh Dev, who had entered the temple at 2:15 pm yesterday, came out at 2:45 am today after performing Purnahuti at the Mahayagya at Koili Vaikuntha. All lights in and around the temple were switched off after the royal left, and the Daitapatis then started the most awaited last rituals inside the 12th century shrine, the reports added. Around 37,000 students in Odisha have been affected due to Supreme Court's verdict to scrap the All India Pre-Medical Entrance Test for 2015-16. The ruling came yesterday following leak of question paper and circulation of their answer keys through electronic devices at different examination centers in 10 states across the country. Directing reconduct of the entire test within 4 weeks, the Apex Court rejected the CBSE plea not to scrap the test as it would affect 6.3 lakh students and also delay the admission process. A vacation bench of the court headed by Justice R.K. Agrawal also directed all the institutions to extend every cooperation in the reconduct of the test for the admission of students in undergraduate medical courses. The order came on a PIL and other petitions seeking reconduct of the examination in the wake of leak of question paper, contending that it has compromised the integrity of the entrance test. With an aim to assess the development of tribal people in the state, BJP kick-started its 2-day-long National Executive Committee meeting focused on the issue in Bhubaneswar today. The party's Janajati Morcha or Scheduled Tribe Front meet was inaugurated by its national president Phaggan Singh Kholaste. It will be addressed by 5 union ministers in 2 days. Senior BJP leader Rabi Naik alleged that the state government has done nothing for economic and social development of the tribals during its 15-year reign. He further said the tribals are not getting the minimum support price for forest produce and the state government has failed to provide jobs to them as per the reservation policy. Meanwhile, Giridhar Gamang, who recently joined BJP, returned from New Delhi after meeting senior BJP leaders, including party's national president Amit Shah there. According to reports, Gamang will be formally inducted into the Saffron Party at a function at its state headquarters in Bhubaneswar on June 18th.
केंद्र पर्याप्त पैसा विभिन्न राज्य मान को दूची खासकर ओडिशा को 421 कोटी टंका जनजाति विकास बोलिक दिखाई किंतु देखा जाउछि जे सेटा जमीन रे ग्राउंड रे ठीक भाव रे कार्यकारी हो नहीं आ विभिन्न ट्राइबल पॉलिसी मध्य ठीक से लागू हो नहीं स्टाइपेंड मिलू नहीं प्रमोशन चाकरी क्षेत्र रे स्पेशल ड्राइव हो नहीं प्रमोशन ठीक समय रे ट्राइबल लोगों को दिया हो नहीं एट्रोसिटी महिला मानकर ऊपर खासकर आश्रम कन्याश्रम मानकरे झील मान को यौन शोषण होउछि ये सब समस्या को लेकर एथिरे आलोचना करिवार अछि एवं एथिरे निश्चित भाव में मेंबर माने तांकर मतामत सेथिरे प्रकाश करिवे
विधिवत तो हम 28 दिन ऑलरेडी मो बीजेपी रे शामिल हो सारी केंद्रीय नेता मन साक्षात करिछि एवं ओडिशा रो जते बीजेपी नेता ମତଦାୟିତ୍ୱ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିସାରିଥିଲେ ଏବଂ ଆଜି ମଧ୍ୟ ଆପଣ ଦେଖୁଥିବେ ଆମ ବିଜେପିର ସମସ୍ତ ନେତାମାନେ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ଅଛନ୍ତି।
The counselling process for Odisha Joint Entrance Examination 2015 began today. In the first phase, registration for MTech, MPlan and MR courses will be done, while the same for other courses like MBA, MCA and MPharm will start phase-wise. Students can avail the service by logging into its official website www.og.nic.in. Candidates are advised to use an updated internet browser to access the official website. After logging in, they need to enter their roll number, registration number and date of birth in the required places. Before submitting their applications, the candidates are advised to check the details provided by them to avoid errors. The state government will open nodal centers at major towns to facilitate the counselling process. The state-level common entrance test was held on May 10th and more than 46,000 aspirants had appeared for it.
हाँ आमर ओजेई रेजिस्ट्रेशन काली टू एमटेक एम आर्किटेक्चर एवं एम प्लानिंग आउ एम फार्म सब रेजिस्ट्रेशन प्रोसेस स्टार्ट हम तेणु स्टूडेंट मैंने स्टेप बाय स्टेप मेथड जोटा न्यूज़ पेपर ऑलरेडी बाहरी पढ़ंतु बुझंतु एवं आमर सीट मैट्रिक्स भी देखंतु से माने को विषय रे बीटेक करचंती को क्वेश्चन देइचंती एवं को पेपर रे से माने एलिजिबल सेटा आगे रिव्यू करंतु तरतर न होई कि बहुत समय अछि टिल एंड ऑफ दिस मंथ आमर ओपन रहइबो तो से प्रॉपर्ली रजिस्ट्रेशन करी एडमिशन प्रोसेस को आसंतु नै एमबीए एमसीए सब रजिस्ट्रेशन जोटा हम ग्रेजुअली ओपन करिवो 2-3 डेज गैप देइकरी समस्तंग पई हम नोटिफिकेशन भी ओपन करिवो जोटार हम खोलिबो सेटा हम पेपर रे भी नोटिस देबो न्यूज़ पेपर रे देबो एवं काउंसलिंग नोडल सेंटर गुड़ा आम 30 जून अराउंड स्टार्ट करूँ एंटायर जुलाई मंथ रे काउंसलिंग डिफरेंट टाइम रे हम सब प्रोग्राम तो पिला माने निजर डॉक्यूमेंट सहित रेडी रहंतु।
Though 5.5 months have passed since Prashad Harichandan took charge as president of the state unit of Congress, he has not been able to declare his new team. The party is yet to appoint the chiefs in more than 90 blocks and 10 districts. Such sluggishness has started to mar the promise of injecting new lease of life into the party in the state, which Harichandan initially espoused. After assuming office with the manifesto of "Us, Not Me," he has already brainstormed about the future roadmap for the party in the state. Even after many permutations and combinations, the party chief is yet to zero in on his new executive team. Moreover, the party is yet to finalize on the leaders at the block and district level, raising concerns over the party's intent and seriousness about regaining its lost glory in the state. Experts opine that such lethargy has also limited the Grand Old Party's ability to become vocal against the ruling BJD. On his part, Harichandan sought to clarify that the process is on to first finalize the team within the team, and it is not an easy task. Senior Congress leader Lalatendu Bidyadhar Mahapatra said that it is important to identify people who can contribute to the party and help in its reconstruction. He said he had discussions with Harichandan and steps will be taken to finalize the team soon. Harichandan's predecessor Jaidev Jaina said the general wing of the party, which is a vital one, has to be finalized after a lot of thinking, as the state chief has to work with the team for 4 long years.
मेन लोको मेजर लोको जो माने एक्टिवली अछंती एवं जो माने कांग्रेस को किछि करि परिबे देई परिबे से बड़े लोगों को आइडेंटिफाई करा दरकार। मो पाकर जा खबर एवं सभापति सहित आलोचना करथिले खूब शीघ्र पीसीसी कमिटी पुनर्गठित करिवे एवं तापर कार्यक्रम आरंभ हो।
जनरल काम जो करबा कथा मेजर जो विंगटा से विंगटा को से तयारी करछने भाबी चिंती करिवे कारण 4 वर्ष तक काम करियो पड़िबो संग्राम करियो पड़िबो एवं शेषरे लड़ाई को हमकु जीवा पड़िबो से चिंता करी करछन
जोंटी सब शून्य स्थान अछि पूर्ण करा जिबा गोटे राजनीतिक दल रे एक सहज साध्य व्यापार नहीं ये कौन सी एक सरकारी स्थान नहीं खाली पूरण आपन करेंगे आम कार्यक्रम चली आम आमर टीम गठन खूब शीघ्र करा आम जहाँ कहूँ कहूँ तार निरुक्ति करूँ खूब शीघ्र आम टीम।
Keeping the mega ritual Nabha caliber in mind, state-run telecom company BSNL will launch its Wi-Fi services at Bodadanda or the Grand Road in Puri. This was informed by the Chief General Manager of the company at a press conference in Bhubaneswar yesterday. Moreover, the company sources informed that the services will be continued even after the conclusion of Nabha caliber. Earlier, Wi-Fi services were launched by the company at Taj Mahal in Uttar Pradesh and Konark in the state under the Adarsh Smarak initiative. According to the sources, Uninterrupted 3G services will also be offered by the company in between Puri and Bhubaneswar during Nabakalibar. The festive mood on Raja Sankranti was thick in the air all over the state today. People in the coastal districts as well as in Koraput and Jaipur celebrated the second day of 3-day Raja festival with enthusiasm and gaiety. Typical popular Odia sweet dish Poda Pitha, a type of pancake made of rice powder, molasses, coconut, camphor and ghee, was prepared in many households of Cuttack and Bhubaneswar on the occasion. For 4-year-old Mamuni, Raja is a festival of new dresses, sweets, cakes and lots of fun, San studies. Young girls do not take rice during this festival and sustain only with different types of cakes and vegetable curries, said Pushpanjali Swai. This is the occasion for them to wear new dresses, buy lots of cosmetics and meet friends, she said, adding that unmarried girls mostly swing and sing traditional Raja songs during these days. A Bhubaneswar-Delhi flight made an emergency landing at Chaudhary Charan Singh Airport in Lucknow yesterday after a passenger suffered cardiac arrest. Airport's director S.C. Hota said an Indigo flight from Bhubaneswar to Delhi had to make the emergency landing there at 8:17 p.m. yesterday as the passenger on board Shivkumar Panigrahi had cardiac arrest. He said before landing, the airport administration had arranged ambulance for the passenger, who was given preliminary treatment and rushed to a hospital. Panigrahi was, however, declared dead in the hospital. As an act of gross negligence on the part of Sundargarh district authorities, waterlogging inside the Rourkela government hospital is yet to be addressed, leaving patients surrounded by water for the past 2 days. Rainwater has flooded the wards of the hospital and patients are lying helpless on their beds with water running under them. Such a sorry state of affairs at the hospital has drawn flack from all corners. A patient admitted in the maternity ward of the hospital said, "We cannot get down from our beds as we are surrounded by water and the condition is very unsafe." The kin of another patient said, "With water everywhere, the place has become very unhygienic and none of the patients can even get down from their beds." On his part, hospital's chief medical officer Barish Kumar Das said he had requested the higher-ups to take steps on a war footing to solve the problem, but the issue has not been addressed yet despite all his efforts. It is alleged that the construction of the hospital is flawed, due to which proper drainage of water is not happening. BJP workers had Gherav Das yesterday, protesting such negligence of the authorities. BJP leader Nihare said there seems to be a lack of foresight on the part of the authorities. However, terming it as an unexpected incident, BJD leader Sarada Naik said, "We are also sorry for the inconvenience caused to the patients."
ବର୍ଷାରେ ଓହ୍ଲେଇ ହେଉନି, ଛୁଆକୁ ଧରିକି ସୁରକ୍ଷିତ ନା, ଜୋରରେ ବର୍ଷା ପାଣି ତଳକୁ ଓହ୍ଲେଇ ହେଉନଥିଲା, ପାଦେ ପାଦେ ପୁରା ପାଣି।
ଯୁଦ୍ଧକାଳୀନ ଭିତରେ ତିଆରି କରାଯାଉ ସେ କଥା ବି ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଆବେଦନ କରିଛୁ। ଆଉ ଆମର ସମସ୍ତ ଚେଷ୍ଟା ସତ୍ତ୍ୱେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଏହା କିଛି ଠିକ୍ ହେଇପାରି ନାହିଁ।
ଏଠି ପଚାରିଲା ବେଳକୁ ସିଏମର ଏଇଟା ହେଉଛି ଦୂରଦୃଷ୍ଟି ଏହିନତା ପାଇଁ ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ହେଇଛି। ଆଉ ସେ ଚିଠି କହୁଛନ୍ତି, ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଚିଠି ଲେଖିଦେଇଛି ସଫେଇ ପାଇଁ, କିଛି ହେଇନି। ତ ଆମେ କହିଲୁ ଯେ ଆପଣ ଚେଜଅପ୍ କରିବା କଥା, ତାକୁ ଏଇଟା ଭୁଲ।
ଇଏ ଯେଉଁ ଆକସ୍ମିକ ଦୁର୍ଘଟଣା ଘଟିଛି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆମେ ଦୁଃଖିତ। ଆମେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆଦୌ ଇଏ କେବେ ଆଶା କରିନଥିଲା ଯେ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରୋବାବିଲିଟି ଥାଏ କ'ଣ କ'ଣ ସମସ୍ୟା ଆସିପାରେ ବୋଲିକି। ତେଣୁ ଇଏ ମଧ୍ୟ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରୋବାବିଲିଟି ସମସ୍ୟା ଭିତରେ ଥିଲେ ନିହାତି ଭାବରେ ସେ ସମସ୍ୟା ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଆଗରୁ ଉଚିତ ପଦକ୍ଷେପ ନେଇଥାନ୍ତୁ।
Haribandhu Das, an employee of the Indian Railways, was murdered near Jagannath Temple close to Sainik School under Mancheshwar GRP police limits in Bhubaneswar yesterday. Police said Das' wife killed him by crushing him with a stone after a quarrel on his drinking habits. They said the man's extramarital relations could also not be ruled out as a reason behind the murder. The couple has an 8-year-old son. Meanwhile, government railway police have arrested the accused and sent the body for post-mortem. Kalikot Cluster University in Ganjam district has deferred its online admission process to June 20th. Earlier, the newly formed Cluster University had decided to start e-admission for +3 and postgraduate courses from June 15th. Manmat Padhi, university's officer on special duty, said that since the colleges remain closed due to Raja festival, teachers in charge of admission could not undergo training on the new process. The teachers will need at least 3 days of training on e-admission process. He said that the new date was decided at a meeting of principals and admission in charges of all constituent colleges on Saturday. Kalikot Autonomous College, Binayak Acharya College and Sashi Bhushan Rath Government Women's College in Berhampur, Science College in Chhattarpur and Gopalpur College are the constituent colleges. The university has signed an MOU with the state-owned Odisha Knowledge Corporation to conduct the online admission process for +3 and 18 postgraduate courses. The aspirants can submit their applications online. The university has also decided to conduct common admissions this year. Party said a common advertisement would be floated for all constituent colleges. The admission would be made according to preference of applicants and availability of seats. Before wrapping up the headlines once again, Navakalibar final ritual Brahma Parivartan completed this afternoon, several hours behind schedule due to inordinate delay in carving out new idols. Around 37,000 students in Odisha affected due to Supreme Court ruling to scrap All India Pre-Medical Entrance Test following question paper leak. BJP's two-day National ST Morcha begins in Bhubaneswar today. Kamang set to formally join the saffron ranks at function on Thursday. Eyebrows raised over failure of Prashad Harichandan to declare his team even after more than 5 months of taking over as State Congress chief. And waterlogging inside Rourkela Government Hospital due to flawed construction has left patients surrounded by water for past 2 days. Thank you for watching. Good night.